Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The French defense prepares for d5, but blocks in the light-squared bishop in exchange for a strong center and counterattacking chances. d4 grabs full control of the center and opens up the dark-squared bishop. d5 is a counterattack in the center that threatens the e4 pawn. e5 closes the center and attacks the important d6 and f6 squares. c5 strikes the d4 pawn, starting active play in the center. c3 supports the d4 pawn and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. Knight c6 adds more pressure to the d4 and e5 pawns. Knight f3 supports the d4 and e5 pawns. Bishop d7 develops the light-squared bishop and opens up the c8 square. Bishop e2 develops the bishop and prepares castling. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. The knight joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. This allows the knight to control more squares. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. Good job bringing your bishop out early to build a solid position. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. This overlooks an opportunity to castle kingside. This misses an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. This misses an opportunity to castle kingside. This offers an equal trade of pieces. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This frees a pinned bishop, allowing it to provide defense. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Recaptures. The piece finds a new active square. This misses a better way to develop a rook off its starting square. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. A solid choice. This overlooks an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. The king can no longer castle to safety. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This is the strongest option. The king has lost its castling rights. Right on target. Very precise. White's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This creates a backward pawn, weakening the pawn structure. This overlooks an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. This overlooks a better way to move a queen to safety. The piece finds a new active square. This is the only move that works. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. White's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This moves the pawn to safety. The piece finds a new active square. The game was close to equal, but now black is in a losing position. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This steps away from the checking queen. This move puts the queen on a safer square. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Now, black can't stop white from winning a bishop if they make the right moves. This protects an underdefended knight that is under attack. This captures a free bishop. Takes back. This is the strongest option. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This overlooks an opportunity to create a pawn chain. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a rook. This is the only good move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This evades the check from the queen. Right on target. This defends the attacked pawn. The game was close to balanced, but now white has a winning position. This misses a better way to evade the check from the opposing queen. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. This overlooks an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This evades the check from the queen. This is a fair move. This steps away from the checking queen. This allows the opponent to reveal an attack on a knight while also checking the king. This is the only good move. This immobilizes the knight by pinning it to the king. This evades the check from the bishop. This misses an opportunity to block an attack on a vulnerable pawn. Very precise. This evades the check from the queen. This continues the checkmate threat.